I read the message and the message said, we share a DNA match for first cousins. And if I'm not mistaken, you would be my uncle's daughter. Her uncle's name was Mustafa. He lived between France and Egypt. She said, okay, my mother actually remembers your mother from the 90s. She came to our house once to make a demonstration about a sewing machine, and then I think they kind of fell in love with each other at first sight. My mother got pregnant. He was very happy, but he was married back in Egypt and he had 3 children there. You're speaking in the past, does this mean that Mustafa passed away? And she said, yes, unfortunately he did. He passed away 14 years ago. My first reaction was, okay, I need to speak with my mother. I called my mother and I told her, what do you say about, having a drink on a terrace? We're sitting down, we're ordering the drinks and everything, and all of a sudden I tell her, okay, Mom, I need to have this conversation with you. I just want you to know that I love you. I will not judge you. She froze.
Ça a été très difficile pour moi parce qu'en fait, elle le comprendrait mieux et j'avais peur de la perturber dans son enfance.
It was a very emotional conversation. It was a very difficult one as well.
J'ai pensé qu'effectivement, un jour viendrait qu'elle connaîtrait son père ou éventuellement la famille de son père.
After this conversation with my mother, obviously Samar and I became even more close. We had a group call. I spoke with my uncle. My uncle is Mustafa's brother. Everybody was thinking, can you believe this? You're part of our family. You're family now. I bought a ticket to fly from Luxembourg to Paris.
عمي كلها عمي كوكو سلام عليكم.
And he's looking at me and says, I have 5 daughters now. He was telling me stories about my biological father, his brother. It was like I was opening a book. It all started to make sense.
100% égyptien. Marché.
Having me there, like a piece of Mustafa in the house that nobody knew about, I think for them was very special as well.
Bye bye. Up.
The trip to Egypt was planned for a long time. I do have 3 Egyptian siblings, 2 men and 1 lady.
في حالة الطوارئ يرجى اتخاذ الوضعية الموضحة على الشاشة. تجدون بطاقة تعليمات.
Arriving there, my uncle calls me and says, I'm with your sister. We're waiting for you at the airport. I have a sister in Egypt that is waiting for me at the airport. How crazy is this?
Filter. Nice. No filter. No filter. Wow, okay.
We have time. We have time. On a le temps. على طول كده يا ماما. باي باي.
Hi, bye-bye. Ok, bientôt à la maison, Inch'Allah. Bye.
Hello. Oh, my nephew. Hello, Shorty.
In a very short period of time, we managed to bond. There has been a few moments where I thought, okay, this could be considered as culture shock. We went on tuk-tuks to the local markets. The food, the smells, the Oriental cuisine, it was all amazing.
شكرا يا محمود. خد الفسالة بس الأول.
I visited my brother's workplace.
عامل ايه؟ تعال عايزاك يا حلو في موضوع.
في إيه؟ والله
مش هت...
Say hello, sister.
Hello.
How are you?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour يا موزة.
They did everything they could so I would feel welcomed, I would feel loved, accepted. They made me feel like I was a gift. We don't have him anymore, but now we have you. We had rented a van, and I remember telling my cousins that I wanted to not look outside the window of the van because I wanted to see the pyramids in front of me. When we arrived there, I was trying not to look at them, and Samar took me by the hand and said, okay, we're gonna do it now. You're gonna see the pyramids for the first time. And all of a sudden, I removed my hand, and I was like, wow. My biggest dream was to see the pyramids, so I did. The most meaningful, the most beautiful moment of this trip was when I visited Mustafa's tomb. It was kind of like going to see him and talking with him in my head, obviously, saying, okay, I'm here. Now you know, now I know that we're father and daughter. I made it all this way just for this very moment, that is seeing you. I kept imagining, what if he was still alive? What if he was the one picking me up at the airport? I'm proud to be his daughter, even though I've never met him. I feel him sometimes. He's with me, I know.
Elle a découvert une partie d'elle qu'elle ne connaissait pas et qui lui a permis quand même de faire partie d'une famille.
When you think that you cannot be any more surprised, life has a very funny way to tell you you were actually wrong. Love is unlimited.